One of the things that the atheists claim is, just because we don't know yet doesn't mean it was God. Well, I say to you, that doesn't mean that my God doesn't exist. The fact is, in order for anything to exist, there has to be an uncaused cause, meaning something that has always existed. And that which always existed is, by definition, immaterial, spaceless, and timeless, because matter, space, and time are finite. And that, my friends, is God. Back in the 1960s, a group of atheists, evolutionary biologists, and mathematicians at the Wistar Institute, all of whom were atheists, set out on a mission to prove that evolution was mathematically valid or probable. But they made a shocking surprise. Given how old the Earth is, 5 billion years old, and how long life has been around, they found that not only it is unlikely, but the chances of life arising and evolving to how much it has are next to zero. But they want to keep it real quiet. Oh, I wonder why. One thing that is just so typical of the atheists is that they tend to equate God with fairies, unicorns, and flying spaghetti monsters. This only shows how desperate they can get and how weak their arguments are. And when they have to resort to these false analogies, it only shows that their arguments have absolutely no substance. If it were really as obvious that God does not exist like they claim it is, they wouldn't have to be using those cheesy analogies. The greatest lawyer of all time is a guy by the name of Sir Lionel Look, and was skeptical about the resurrection of Jesus Christ, until one day he was challenged to put his law skills to the test, to apply the resurrection in the courtroom. He spent years going at it, and at the end of the case he said this, quote, "The evidence for the resurrection of Jesus Christ is so overwhelming that it compels acceptance by proof, which leaves no room for doubt." Now I ask you this. Are you really willing to risk your eternal life just so you can party and live the way you want to on this limited time on earth? In a society of video games and Hollywood, it's just plain hard to get a good source or a moral compass. Not only is it hard to get a moral compass, but it's hard to get motivation to use that moral compass. Religion, particularly Christianity, is the greatest source for that moral compass and motivation to use it. There are four of life's biggest questions. 1. Origin, meaning, morality, and destiny. Origin, how did I come to be? Meaning, what is the ultimate meaning for my life? Morality, how do I discern what's truly right and wrong? Destiny, what happens when I die? Any worldview that answers these insufficiently is an incomplete worldview. Christianity not only answers them, but answers them with the greatest of ease.